So what's up? It's Sorry I'm Polish, and welcome to Hybridicious here on FIFA Gaming HD. So this week I'm going to do something different. What I normally do is I will build my entire squad prior to filming, and then I'll kind of commentate over. Right now I'll do a live commentary, and just make sure to tell me if you guys prefer this method in the comments below. If you don't, I could easily revert to what I used to do. So let's get started. So in net we had Thomas Kuszak, currently plays on Watford, and he's honestly an amazing keeper. Stands at 6'3", and later on in the video you guys will see a few saves which this guy made. Absolutely ridiculous, and I only picked him up for 400 coins. Well worth it. And next we'll move on to the right center back, and in that position we had Jose Fonte. Great player. He's around 6'2", so that's kind of average height for a center back. Really good jumping, which was really helpful, and really good stand tackle. And I was kind of surprised to find out that he has 84 finishing. If you look at his shooting stats, only at 58, but he does have 84 finishing. So I didn't actually take any shots to experience, his shooting, but he does have 84 finishing. And then we move on to Edgar, the Canadian center back, the inform. I'm very proud of this guy, one of the best Canadian informs, and he stands at 6'2", so same height as Fonte. He was 45k, so that is a little expensive. But if we move on to the stats, you guys will see 78 shooting. That is ridiculous. This guy has a cannon. He also has 78 sprint speed, which is really quick for a center back. And I'll list off some of the shooting stats: 92 long shot and 94 power. That is insane. There's some goal players, gold attackers who don't have those type of stats, and he, as a center back, that's just insane. So next we move on to the left back. We had Tybert, and I don't want to go into detail because this guy caused me a lot of agony. He does have a high attack work rate, and that really means he's never back on defense, so he played more of a left middle role as opposed to a left back. But what was interesting and why I did use him is because he does have 4-star skill moves. One of the only left backs in the game with 4-star skill moves. Unfortunately, he does shoot like a girl, as you guys can see his stats. 54 shooting, nothing impressive, and only 49 defending, so he was somewhat shocking. And then we move on to the right back, and in that position we had Silvio. Great player. One of the only Portuguese right backs without a high attack work rate, which is really important. It kind of ensures that he doesn't go up on offense and plays more of a right middle role. And he did have 5-star weak foot, which was kind of surprising, and also 82 sprint speed and 75 strength. So overall, just really solid stats for a right back, and I really couldn't complain. And then we move on to the right central defensive mid, and we had Miguel Veloso. Great player, plays on Genoa, Genoa. And I picked him up for 850 coins, so a great player for that price. If you look at his stats, he has 80 passing, terrific passing, really good long shots, and really insane free kick stats. I think it's 87 accuracy, 91 curve, so really good free kick taker. And I was kind of upset to find out that he has a high-low work rate, and that doesn't really work out well for a central defensive mid, but he did play all right in that position. And then we move on to Hutchinson, probably my favorite Canadian player in this game. Absolutely amazing. Picked him up for around 1.5k, which is somewhat overpriced. I was kind of impatient and I just wanted to build the squad quickly. But you guys can easily pick him up for under 1k. And as you guys can see, if you look at his stats, he's really balanced, especially for a silver. No standout stats, but all his stats when I checked them were in the yellow. So he's kind of an overall really good player, and a really good box-to-box player. And next we move on to the center attacking mid, and in that position we had the upgraded Tadic, plays in the Eredivisie, and he's honestly a really good player. I was kind of bummed to find out that he's actually really slow. He has, I think, 75 sprint speed, so nothing impressive, especially for a short player. If you look at his stats, though, they are really impressive. 84 passing, 82 dribbling. He's got a really good shot, and I believe it was, I think, 70 or 80 finishing, so that's not too impressive. But what was impressive was 99 curve and 92 crossing. Now myself, I'm not too big on crossing, but if you are, this guy's definitely the guy to get. And he also has 70 strength, which was kind of surprising, but it did work out. He was capable of shrug off a few defenders. And on the other side, we have the Inform Yankovic. I picked him up for around 15K, which is not too bad. Overall, just another really good, solid player. If you look at his stats, there's really nothing that really jumps out on you. But overall, decent player. He had 88 long shots, but to me, honestly, I didn't really feel that. But he did have a really good first touch, which was somewhat important. Unfortunately, he's only 3-star skill moves, unlike Tadic, who has 4, so he wasn't as fun to use, but still a solid player. And then we move on to the striker position. On the right side, we had Al Kabir, and this guy was honestly the MVP of the squad, no doubt in my mind. He is fairly expensive. I picked him up for around 13,000 coins, and for silver, that is really expensive. But if you look at his stats, he's just absolutely magical. 87 sprint speed, 70 shooting. I believe he has 79 finishing and 82 shot power, which is all he needs. 88 sprint speed, and probably the best stat of all of them would be his 74 strength. That's absolutely impressive. You know, he's fast, he's strong, he shoot. You know, that's all you really want. And he also has 4-star skill moves. And then finally, the last player, we had Team of the Year De Jong. Picked him up for 22K, which is really cheap for an 85 rated player. I was somewhat surprised that he was only going for 22K, but nonetheless, a great player to pick up. And if you look at his stats, those are absolutely insane, especially for only 22K. I was really surprised at his price. 88 shooting, 84 passing. He's not the fastest of players, but he does make up for it. I believe he has 91 strength, which is absolutely ridiculous. Something like 94 finishing, and probably my favorite stat, 4-star skill moves. So honestly, a great player. So we're going to finish this episode off with a compilation, kind of like a mini compilation I put together. So make sure, guys, it's very important that you let me know if you guys prefer this kind of structure as opposed to my last episode. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy the compilation.
Or 83, whatever, who the fuck knows? Had no worries before my father got ill. It's time to realize he will rule the world still. I'll be my own kid, ride the club, my illusion. This is my own thing, feel the same, no silly excuse. Where have I been? Too late to turn now, it's time to realize. Where have I been? Too late to turn, now it's time to